Hi scholars, welcome to video number 33. Today we're going to continue working on character traits. Remember that character traits is who you are. So these are traits that you can describe people or characters, and you use their actions and words to determine how to describe them. So today we're going to focus on the negative traits. That means those are like the bad traits to have. Grab your packets, grab your pencils, and let's get started. Alright scholars, so we're going to start off with the negative. Again, negative means that they're bad traits to have. And we're going to start off with the word mean. So when you think about mean, someone that is mean can be cruel and unfriendly. Now again, just these traits are determined based on characters' actions or words over a long period of time. It's not something that you can be like, oh, they were mean this one time, and you can describe them as mean for the rest of their life. That's not how it works. However, if they say mean things all the time, then you can describe them as mean. So when you think about mean, you can think about cruel or unfriendly. Now, cruel is a stronger word for mean. Someone that is cruel means that usually they tend to have or they tend to be very inconsiderate of other people's feelings. They actually don't care about how people feel, and they intentionally hurt other people. So someone that is cruel is usually described as like heartless in a way, because they don't really care what people think. They don't care who they hurt, what they say. They really don't care. And then when you think about unfriendly, un means not. There's another prefix. Unfriendly means not, so not friendly. So unfriendly means someone that is not nice. They don't get along with people. They don't tend to make friends easily because they're just like very mean. So when you think about mean, we're going to put a sad face and some tears, because usually when someone is mean, they tend to hurt other people's feelings. So go ahead and pause, draw your picture, and write these down. The next one that we have is rude. So rude is impolite or inconsiderate. Rude is the opposite of mannered in a way. If you think mannered is polite, well, rude is impolite. So someone that is rude or inconsiderate or impolite means that they usually don't say things like please or thank you. They're usually like, for an example that you can think of is, instead of saying, can I please borrow your pencil? Instead of that, they like take people's pencils. Or they don't say please or thank you. They're like, give me that. Or when someone gives them something, they don't say thank you either. So inconsiderate, again, inconsiderate means that they don't consider others. They don't care about other people's feelings, or they don't care about their actions. They're just hurting people, or they're not really thoughtful. They want to go first all the time. And again, the best way to think of someone that is rude is they don't have manners. They don't say please, they don't say thank you, they don't say you're welcome, they don't ask for things politely. They grab things. They're just, again, completely impolite. So when you think about rude, we're just going to draw this face with someone that's stick their tongue out, because that's considered rude, right? You don't want to stick your tongue out at people. That is rude. Go ahead and pause, write these down, and draw your picture. All right, the next one that we have is selfish. Selfish. We have self-centered, greedy, and egocentric. Alrighty, so selfish means that they only care about themselves. Self-centered, again, they're only thinking about them. I don't know if you heard this saying before, but if they say, oh, you think you're the center of the universe, well, if you think about it, the universe is really big. Someone that is self-centered thinks that they're the most important person out of the entire world. They don't care about others. They only care about themselves. Greedy means that they want more than what they have. And greedy is not a good trait to have, right? Like, you don't want to, someone that is greedy always wants more and more and more and more and more. And, you know, if they see that someone has the best toy, they're going to want a toy that's even better. Or they're going to want, if they're making money, they're going to want to make more money. So someone that is greedy always wants more. They only want more for themselves, and they only think about themselves. And egocentric, same thing. That means that they think that they're the center of the universe. They're egocentric, very similar to self-centered. Egocentric means that they're always thinking about themselves. They worry about themselves. They only care about themselves. The only person that matters is themselves. So selfish is a very very negative trait to have. You don't want to think about yourself. So when you think about selfish, we're going to draw a picture of a person, or try to draw a picture of a person. Guys, I think I gave him 2 arms. I'm sorry. Let's try our best to do this. It's hard to draw while I'm recording, guys. I'm sorry. Okay. And then we're going to do a little bubble that says me, me, me. Because someone that is selfish is always thinking about themselves. Take a moment to pause, draw your picture, write the words, and move on to the next one when you're ready. Alrighty, and the last negative trait that we have, oh wait, we have more. We have to go back to the other row, the other column, I'm sorry. The next negative trait that we have is clumsy. Clumsy can be considered awkward or uncoordinated. Un means not coordinated, which means that they don't have a lot of balance. They're always falling and tripping. Now, tripping and falling is not a bad thing, but someone that is clumsy is always doing it. Like they're always bumping into things, breaking things, uncoordinated. Again, they have no balance. I know it's under our negative trait. It could be negative, but it would probably fall more under neutral, depending again on the character. But yeah, someone that's clumsy is like always awkward. Like awkward means that they don't really know what's going on. Again, they're always tripping, falling, breaking things and stuff like that. And then for our picture, we're just going to draw someone that fell. And again, I don't really tend to consider a negative trait. It does fall under negative just because it could be bad, but I don't know. I would consider more under neutral. Again, depending on the character. And then going back to our negative traits, we have bad. Bad, again, you've heard the word bad. Bad is the opposite of good, is the antonym of good. Antonym means opposite. We're going to draw a thumbs down for bad, because bad is not a good thing. So bad is someone that's naughty, terrible, wicked, mischievous, disobedient, sneaky, and evil. So let's kind of go through each definition. Naughty. Naughty means that they don't make good choices. Terrible. Terrible, someone that is terrible means that they're not doing good things. Wicked. Wicked is a little bit stronger. Someone that is wicked is doing, wicked and evil are actually synonyms. So they're doing evil things. They're like trying to plan things and they're just, you know, hurting other people. Mischievous. Mischievous and sneaky are kind of synonyms. Someone that's mischievous is someone that like kind of tries to be sneaky and try to trick other people and there it's under bad because being mischievous can be bad, just because you're making maybe you're doing it in order to hurt other people or in order to make fun of other people. So that could be a bad thing. Disobedient, this means not, so you're not obedient. What does that mean? It means that you don't follow rules, you're not respectful, you're just not following expectations, so that's also a very bad thing. And then we already discussed sneaky and evil. Sneaky, if you recall correctly, is also under tricky. That's when I mentioned yesterday's video, like it could be bad or good. Well, here's the word sneaky. If you're trying to be sneaky in order to hurt other people, then it could be a very bad trait, and it falls under bad. The next one that we have is snobby. And snobby means that they're stuck up or judgmental. So what does that mean? So when you think about snobby, someone that is snobby thinks that they're better than other people. So they think that they are the best of the best. Stuck up, again, same thing. They think that they are better than others. And then judgmental, that means that they judge others based on what they have or who they are or how they look. So someone that is snobby, again, like they think that they're better than everybody else. Sometimes in stories, queens are described as snobby. Sometimes it depends on the story that you're reading, but sometimes they are, because queens might think that because they have the money and they're in charge, they think that they're better than others. So there's some examples that you might find in stories where queens are described as snobby. Again, not all the time, but sometimes. Queens and kings. So when you think about snobby, usually if you hear they have their nose stuck up in the air, that means that they think they're snobby because their head is always held high, but higher. They're not looking straight. They're kind of looking higher than just straight because they think that they're better than others. So they're not looking down. They're not looking at those around them. Again, they think that they're the best that there is. So for snobby, we're just gonna draw a person with their nose stuck up. just like that, because they think they're better than others. So take a moment to draw your picture, write your words, and then let's move on to the last one. And the last one that we have is annoying. Actually, we have one before that. Nope, that's it. The last one that we have is annoying. Someone that is annoying is pesky, irritating, and bothersome. So pesky means that they're constantly bothering you. Irritating means that they are constantly, again, bothering you to the point that they make you feel irritated or upset. And bothersome, again, they're bothering you. So someone that is annoying is someone that is constantly bothering you. So again, this is a trait if it's someone that constantly does it, so does it for a long period of time. So again, annoying is where for example, they're asking you for things, constantly asking you for things, or they don't stop asking you for the same thing over and over and over and over again. They're constantly bothering you. So when you think about annoying, like they're always asking you for things. For this one, we're just gonna leave it blank. Just think about annoying for a long period of time, someone that is, again, bothering you. That's the best way to describe annoying. So go ahead and hit pause, write these down, and then let's close up. Alright, scholars, that is it for today's video. So we've learned about positive, neutral, and negative traits. Positive means good, neutral means that it's neither good or bad, and then negative means that it's bad. I challenge you to go back and, as you're reading books, now use all 3 types of traits that we have learned, positive, neutral, and negative, and see if you can describe any of your characters using any of these traits. And again, don't forget to give an example. So I don't want to just say, oh, Mr. Bello is empathetic. I want to say Mr. Bello is empathetic because every time that I feel sad, she finds a way to make me feel better. So she cares about my emotions. Or I don't want to just say, Mr. Picon is hardworking. I want to say Mr. Picon is hardworking because he is always getting his job done and he doesn't stop until he's done and finish his work on time. Or I don't want to say Mr. Willett is nice. I want to say Mr. Willett is nice because he's always making sure that we're all well taken care of and he offers to help at all times. So you always want to give an example when you're describing a character trait. And again, remember that a character trait is something that is portrayed or shown by characters for a long period of time, for many, many years. Not just one time, not just 2 times, not even 3 times, but for a long period of time. Alright, so for tomorrow we're going to be reading a story and using some of these traits, and we will be wrapping up. So I will see you on tomorrow's video.